Adrian, and welcome to Kiwi's Crochet Corner. If you are new to my channel, I usually do yarn and crochet content. Occasionally I'll talk a little bit about knit. Still haven't finished or still haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I'm working on it. And if you're not new to my channel and you've been watching for a while, thanks for coming in. Thanks for, keeping up with my channel. I really do appreciate it. Good morning, guys. Let me play with this camera just a little bit. Maybe I'm turning the knobby thing the wrong way. It would help if I turned the knobby thing the right way. Okay, that's a little better. Good morning. So I'm filming out on the balcony this morning. This is only the second time that I've woken up this morning. I was actually up early this morning, about 3 o'clock this morning, and I'm not really sure why. So yeah, I was up early this morning as well, and then went back to bed and all of that. Welcome to WIP Wednesday. It's another WIP Wednesday. I've got a lot of things to show you guys this week, only one of which is finished. I'm still on my first cup of coffee this morning, so forgive me. For those of you that are new, the way I usually do this is I usually show my finished objects for the week. Lately I haven't had a whole lot of finished projects. But this week I do have a pair of fingerless gloves. What do y'all think about these? This pattern is designed by Heart Hook Home, and I will leave the link to where you can get the pattern in the description box. I really like this pattern, but my arms are really too short, so I'm going to have to adjust the pattern. So you can see, like, it covers my pinky finger completely up. And then it goes all the way to my elbow. Like, it goes all the way down. So, I mean, it's meant to be, they're meant to be long gloves. It's just that they're a little bit long on me. Like, I don't know if you can see, like, that's the crease. The crease of my elbow is right here. Yeah, these are the Dragon Tears fingerless glove pattern by Heart Hook Home. And here's the other one. They're not exact matches because I used a self-striping yarn that I showed in my Hobium haul live. So they're not entirely, I didn't color control or anything like that. And I can't, I used, what is it called? It was a yarn recently that I got from Hobium. Madam Tricot, I don't know. I'll link it below. And I don't believe there was a color name. I think it was just a number on the website, a number that said orange or something like that. So that is the only completed project I have for this last week. And I think that this pair of gloves might end up being part of February's end of the month live giveaway, if anybody's interested. Because I'm still planning on having one this month. Hopefully I'll have the money to ship. So yeah, I'm still hoping to do the giveaway this month at the end of the month. So another thing, well, onto the WIPs, because I've got a few different WIPs that I'm working on this right now and within the next coming weeks. Normally this time of year I'd be making Easter bunnies, and I haven't been really feeling Easter bunnies lately. Let me back up a little bit. So I am almost finished with the Hawthorne hoodie that I started in the mandala yarn. It's currently inside out. I do have it pinned together with safety pins. I'm still seaming up the sides right now. No, you can see that's what that is. But here is the colors and how they're playing out. I used a weight 3. It's Lion Brand Baby Mandala. I used this is a weight 3, but the ribbing on the sleeves and at the bottom is actually a weight 2 yarn. I don't remember what it's called, but it is something that I picked up at the thrift store for like 25 cents. I had several skeins of them, so I decided to use these just to see how well it would work. It does bring in the ribbing around your wrist a little bit more than what it normally would, but the sleeves were kind of designed to do that. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dogs growling and playing in the background. So I'm seaming that one together, and then I still have to put the front pocket on, as well as the hood. Actually, I still have to crochet the hood up. Excuse me. I still have to crochet the hood up. So, I'll have to, it might take me another couple days to get this one finished. Y'all can hear those safety pins clanking on my table, huh? I don't usually use plastic stitch markers. I use metal, like regular metal safety pins that are about that long. My great-grandmother, I don't know why she had a huge box of these things, but she had inherited her mother's antique. Well, it's an antique now. It wasn't an antique when she inherited it. A Singer sewing machine, and in the drawer was this box about this big and probably about that deep, and it's filled with tiny safety pins, and that's actually what I use for stitch markers. I know that might seem a little weird because most people use like the little plastic ones that look like safety pins. I just use actual safety pins. So this is what I'm going to be working on today. Well, that guy's the wrong color. I actually have 2 of them started. This is something I dug out of my WIPs basket. I am trying to get some WIPs finished because I have something that I want to do, but to get to complete it, or to even get it started, I'm going to need some space. So some of the WIPs are going to have to get finished. A lot of my WIPs are amigurumis, and these guys are actually jointed fox. You can see this one better on camera than you can this guy, but these are actually jointed foxes, and I have all of their legs and arms made up. I just have to do their snouts and ears. So these should be finished pretty quickly. I don't think the pattern for these guys is available anymore. If it is, I will see and try to put the link in the description box. But I must have started these guys, gosh, over a year ago or so. They've just been chilling in the WIP box, and I'm not entirely sure what these long strings are for or why they're coming out the backs of them, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I would have, I mean, the bottoms are already sewed up, so I don't know that I would have used such a long tail just to weave in. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look at the pattern. I know I'm using a 2.5 millimeter, and I know I'm using Bravo Sport, because every time I decide that I'm done working on a WIP for a while, I get a great big, I get a Ziploc bag, and I'll take a Sharpie and I'll write what it is that the pattern is. I don't know if y'all can see that. I will write what the pattern is, what yarn I'm using, and what size hook I'm using. That way, whenever I decide to come back to it, I'll still know what I'm doing. What was that? I bet that's the dogs going after the robot vacuum. They're trying to get in to mess with the robot vacuum. I bought my dad one of those, what are they called, Roombas? Here are their legs and arms, by the way. I think the big one, because this one's slightly smaller, I think this one is an arm and this one is a leg. And I need to sew, yeah, see, because I still have to sew the top of this one closed. I don't know why I would have used such a long piece of tail for that, unless that tail is for joining the arms and legs, because this particular fox pattern is to make jointed foxes so that the arms and legs will move. Anyways, what I was saying is I had gotten my dad one of those Roomba vacuum cleaners. I think it's a Roomba. No. I don't know what that brand is. What, Wise, I think. It's WYTZ something or another. I don't know. I found it at Walmart and I picked one up for him. But I know everybody just calls them Roombas, I think. And the dogs can't be around them because the dogs, one of them is terrified and the other is very aggressive with it. Like, she wants to eat it. Anyways, back to WIP Wednesday. I don't know where that little bird is, but they're awfully loud. I hope you guys can hear me. Because it's like right here, right close to where I'm filming. I've got trees in front of the balcony. In fact, I could turn y'all around and y'all will be able to see them. Maybe y'all will be able to see. That's all one tree. So, yeah. There's definitely a bird somewhere real close by. Anyways, like I said, back to WIP Wednesday. I should have these boxes done pretty quickly, and then I don't know what I'll be working on. So the last WIP that I have to show you guys, I do not have a pattern for. It started out as a shawl tutorial by Cinnamon Stitches. And then at some point I got bored with it and I put it down, and now it's turned into something that I just stitch on when I don't want to watch or when I don't want to look at a pattern. And so this is what it looks like. And like I said, this top portion, probably, I don't know how many of the first couple of rows was actually a tutorial from Cinnamon Stitches for her Phoenix shawl. And if I can find that video, I will also link that down below. I have added all of these rows of little tiny seed beads. I don't know if y'all can... Those are all seed beads. And they go... So far, I've had enough to go all the way around. And in fact, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm working on another round of seed beads. My concern, though, is I feel like shawls are supposed to be like a certain size, and it's getting to be where it's longer in the back than what it is width-wise, and I feel like, is that right? I don't know, because I've never done a triangle shawl before, and of course my first one has to be, you know, one that I'm just kind of trucking along with. I'm not really following any specific pattern, and so I'm wondering if I'm even doing this right. You know, I'm feeling like it's supposed to be growing more length, more this way and this way than down at the bottom point. You know, I feel like the side points should be growing quicker than what the bottom point is. The thing is I cannot for the life of me think of a way to make the side points grow out this way any faster than what the bottom point is growing. I mean, maybe I can slow, like, I don't know. If y'all have tips, let me know, because I've never done a shawl, a triangle shawl before. And I'm just, like I said, I'm winging it on this one. What is a good measurement for a shawl, or a triangle shawl? Should I just keep going and see what happens? You know, like, now I am using some seed beads that I have had for several years in my box. I used to do off-loom bead weaving with little tiny seed beads. Which, I mean, it's not that I just don't really do it anymore. It's, I mean, I don't know. It's tedious, for one. It's extremely tedious. Y'all think, you know, making a lace fingering weight shawl or blanket takes a long time? Try a bead and a needle and some thread and making a bracelet this wide with a picture of a lizard on it, and every tiny little bead has to fit just right together. Yeah, I used to do that. And then you could make like tapestry. I've seen people make huge tapestries with little tiny seed beads, using what they call the peyote stitch or the square stitch. Yeah, there's several there's several different stitches, and I used to do that all the time with this tiny needle that I don't know, my mom used to ask me all the time, you can't even see the hole, how are you threading the needle? And honestly, I don't know. I would a lot of times I would just put the needle up to some light, and then you could see the hole in it, and that's how I would manage to I mean, and I got to where before I quit doing it, I got to where I could just every time, but you have to hold the needle is so thin and the hole is so small, you have to hold it up to light to be able to see the hole. So yeah, I've got a huge box. I've got, weight wise, I probably have, I don't know, maybe 50-60 pounds at least of nothing but these tiny little seed beads. But anyways, so I'm using those tiny glass seed beads that I've had for forever. And some, if you look real close, some of them you can tell, like, the because they're actually glass. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but some of them don't look as silver as they used to because I've had them for so long. And then the yarn or the crochet thread that I'm using is, I don't know what this was originally meant for, but I picked this up at the thrift store, I think for $2. And when I first started this shawl, it weighed 3 pounds. It was a little over 3 pounds actually. And it is all wound, like, it is a lace fingering, or what do they call it? A lace #1. It is probably one of the thinnest yarns I have. It feels like 100% cotton, but there was no label on it, no. And when I got these, because I got this in several different colors. I've got purple, blue, you name it. And I got them all for about $2 at the thrift store. And I think they were originally for doing some form of tapestries or something. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really sure, but I do know that they feel cotton. I'm assuming they're cotton. And I did pick up 1 or 2 that felt like they were more acrylic and they had a little bit more of a fuzz to them. So that's what I'm using. If anybody knows, excuse me, what these cones might be for, let me know. But like I said, I need opinions on the shawl because I have no idea what the appropriate size of a shawl is. Should I just keep going? Should I try to figure out something? I mean, it's not really that big right now. I am a little worried that I'm going to run out of beads, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do because I looked online to see if I could get some more of these seed beads. And you would think I would have enough, but yeah, see, it's not really that big. It's not terribly large yet. I mean, I can get it all the way on screen, and my arms aren't even outstretched. So, uh-oh, do I have? Yeah, that's one thing about these cones. Like this cone, like it pulls off of the cone very easily, and because the thread is so thick, it wants to tangle up real easy. And I thought about maybe putting it through the yarn winder, but I don't know if that's such a good idea either. So those are the 3 projects that I'm working on right now. Like I said, I've got some ideas that I want to put in motion, but before I can put them in motion, I have got to get some of my WIPs finished. And I'm not telling y'all what those ideas are just yet. Y'all will eventually find out, but I'm keeping it a secret for now. Anyways, I've already been on here for 23 minutes or so. So I guess I will let you guys go. I think I have a video coming out tomorrow. I think. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. You know the whole bit or whatever. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna go drink some coffee and yeah, talk with Kiwi. Which, oh, by the way, Kiwi's birthday, it was wonderful. He loves his little foraging toys that he got for his birthday. My silly self actually had the camera ready to record his reaction and then didn't press record. So that's why you guys didn't get to see how he reacted when he got his toys. And then I did have a video of, I do have a video of my niece singing him happy birthday, which I tried to put up, but for some reason, after it uploaded, the screen was just black. You couldn't see anything, and so I went ahead and I took it down. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's because, you know, my niece is only 6 and she's in the video. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. I know that's why the commenting stays automatically turned off, but I couldn't get it to upload properly, so that's why y'all didn't get to see, you know, Kiwi's happy birthday song and his reaction to his birthday, because, yeah, this girl I forgot to push record. Sorry, guys. I was a little bummed out, too. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next one.